Good morning, ladies. How are you today?
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Very well, thank you. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, I am too.
You survived Halloween. Did you guys
Yeah,
survive Halloween?
Well,
yes.
I live in the bush, so nobody comes to my house, even though every year we're ready just in case. But, this being a hillbilly has its perks.
We
And what
went
about you?
yeah, we went around our neighborhood with my son and his friends, and it was raining,
Oh,
but it wasn't cold. So
oh,
they did
good.
have a very nice time. Yeah, but under the umbrella, it's okay. Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, the rain, but no, it was perfect. A lot of
Awesome.
decorated houses, and oh yeah, they have candies for the year, I guess.
Perfect.
Years ago, I quit the Halloween thing with my kids because of the candy factor. Because, how can you go out and collect all these candies and then tell them no, they can't have them? So I always did something that they wanted to do. And they had their Halloween party at school that we made a big deal out of and that kind of thing. And then quit that because I still have mixed feelings about it.
Oh,
Well,
but
I had mixed feelings because I bought so many candies and I had to eat them
yeah,
while I
Renee,
was waiting.
that's not part of the. Oh, God.
that's the thing. I help my son with his candy. I contribute to his.
Uh-huh. Well,
Yeah,
there
no,
you
but
go.
it's true. It's true. You
Yeah.
can't
Well,
have a.
and
Yeah.
today I thought we'd talk about all the pros and cons of working from home. So I know that there's lots of great pros and there's some cons. So do you have any
Always.
you'd like to share?
Oh, sure. You know, well, I have a list here. So one of the pros is you've got more flexibility to take care of appointments and errands. Now, the con might be you got no physical separation between work and leisure time. And I think that one, even though I'm past, the age where I work out all the time, where I was working out, and so for several years, I've been at home, actually becoming bored. And so the separation between work and leisure, there isn't one. It's all a blur. So I
Yeah.
don't know how it affects you guys, but it's something to consider, right?
Yes, I think it's right what you're saying, Vicky, in the sense, depends on the stage that you're at, because I don't find that is happening to me when I get to work from home, but because I enjoy it, right? And because I'm not strictly at home, so when I am, I enjoy it, and I think because I have a bit of both still, so if you get, I don't know, maybe if you're two extremes, either you have it all or you have nothing, then maybe you can find the con on that one. But yes, I agree on the part that you have more time to do some errands, yes, around the house or things like that. And yes, that happens to me as well. So
Or
that's a
in
good
your
one.
case, run the kids around, right? Like
Yes.
you have, yeah.
Well, it's easy because when I'm working from home, they're not there because they're in school, right? So that gives me the time, I have focus on my job, but as
Yeah.
well, at my lunchtime, what I do, I prepare supper, so that gives you that extra couple hours, at least 45 minutes in the evening, that it's already done because you have the chance to do it because you're there. So that for me, it's very convenient. Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Renee?
I actually learned the hard way that I actually have to block out some time for myself or I will stay on my computer all day and I sometimes don't get that much done.
I'm really guilty of that. That's that separation between work and leisure, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And being that I have been retired for a number of years already, that's a concern because now I'm not balancing my life.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a bit of discipline, which I fortunately am capable of, like most of us, to balance it, right? Yeah.
I like the one. Well, I personally don't. For me, it's a pro not having the time to commute and that extra expense. Every day. But for me, it's happening every day right now. So, but yes, the time to commute is. I think it's the most important in my case because as soon as I'm ready, I take out that time and I put it into my daily job, right? So production wise, it's very convenient to be able to sit at your computer at a convenient time instead of having those 15, 20, 30 minutes until you get to your desk. And I don't find a con for that one. I don't know you ladies.
Go ahead, Renee.
Well, see, and I like the pro of being home and not driving.
Yeah.
But for me, the con, the biggest one that I noticed too is where before when I was working, I would drive a lot. So even in Edmonton, before I was a realtor, I would drive almost an hour to work each day and home. And I know this sounds crazy, but I don't have the best voice for everyone listening. So I love to crank my music and sing away when I'm driving. And I actually miss that.
Well, hey, we get rhythms in our life, right? And things that we do. Now, the other thing that happens for me all the time is that my scenery is the same every day, and so I have to make time to change that. Otherwise, you come in another dead zone, right?
Yes.
So, and I've been at this for a while now, not the online business, but being retired and having the scenery the same. And it seemed to happen when I quit riding. Then all of a sudden I wasn't on the move anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. The scenery, but it also comes with enjoying other things as well. And in my case, one of the pros I find is because I have a special way of working, and I find that working at home brings me fewer interruptions from outside sources, or the chit chat from the office and stuff like that. Because I need to work in intense silence because my concentration works like that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I'm locked in my office, as soon as I'm hearing I don't know, another meeting going on in the next room, it really gets to me. So that I really enjoy it a lot because when I work from home, it's me and myself. Kids are at school, so yes, and I have absolute silence, and that's how I work the best. Yeah, and the con on that one is the separation maybe from your coworkers, either that little lunchtime that sometimes you get together when you have time. But yeah, I don't know, we were on meeting all the time, so we kind of handle it, I guess.
But then again, sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Kind of like we do the Zooms, which is great. I guess that would make up where you miss the interaction with other people.
Yes.
And there's lots of body and nonverbal cues and clues that you get from an interaction with one-on-one, right? That you don't get just over the computer.
You're right.
True.
Yeah. So, there's pros and cons to everything in life, isn't there?
There is. One of my biggest pros about working from home is I love to cook. So now instead of throwing together a meal, I can cook it all day and it's really good. But I will share with you my biggest downfall, and this is kind of my nut secret. So every time I go to the kitchen to do something, I'll grab a little handful of nuts, just a little bit. But I think by the end of the day, I would probably have this many nuts. That jar is going way down. And yes, that's not good for the waistline.
No. Well, heaven forbid that I should have that problem. Fortunately, I've never been a snacker. Can you imagine the size I would be if I was a snacker? Oh no. No, we can't do that. How about you, Jules? Are you a snacker?
Well, yes, but I'm trying to behave lately.
Uh,
Yes.
well, and you know something, it's the discipline. That's another thing that comes to mind is when you're home all the time, the discipline to follow um, a schedule or a structure so that you get your work done, right?
Mhm.
That's another thing. I come from a long line of procrastinators in my family. And even though I believe I've overcome that, mostly overcome that, that's the other part of this, the discipline that it takes to follow your day timer that you laid out for yourself, kind of thing.
Yes. What I like to do is I make myself little to-do lists.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get them done, I check it out, and that keeps me going for the next task, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's related or not, but I got this one done. Okay, let's move to the other one.
Yeah.
And that really helps, whether it's a big task or maybe just a little one, like, I don't know, getting back to somebody or returning a message or returning a call. It doesn't matter, but there are things that you just let them go, and at the end of the day you find yourself, oh shoot, I didn't do anything, but
my husband comes in and looks at my day timer every now and again and wonders when I'm going to schedule some cooking time in there, and I tell him I'm not. I'm done.
And mine's worried that he's getting a new supper every night, and he's worried he may fill out.
Oh dear.
So far, he's doing great, though.
Yeah.
That's important.
But I find, like, for myself, I do have a schedule. It took me a long time to learn how to use a schedule. We can all write one in a day timer, but it's to actually follow it. So I made it with myself that I was going to do a 30-day challenge, a 90-day challenge, and I've had to reset a few times because that started a few years ago working for myself. And someone would call saying, I need to see a house. Well, now I'm not going to say no to see a house. So now I'll put myself on hold. Maybe I was going to do something, or the laundry or cooking. Now I have a routine and it's helped me, or I will fall apart. So I know in the morning when I wake up, I do not come out of my room until I've done my gratitude. Then I take the dog outside, and then I go back to my room and make my bed before I'm allowed coffee. I can only get 1 cup of coffee before I shower. Otherwise, I'll stay in my jammies until noon.
Yes, and it maybe takes time until you find your schedule, right? Then it's okay to modify it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that until you find the perfect fit, right?
Yeah.
Well, and it's always going to change. So you're right when you say you always may have to modify, but at least you're trying to follow. And you're doing your checklist, which is the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, you have to find what works for you or what worked best, or maybe not as well. So you update it, right? So, yeah.
Well, I think most of all, between all the pros and cons, we all need to remember and share with others that we're the foundation of ourselves. And if we don't stay strong, we're going to crumble. So we need to help each other and share ideas of how to stay strong as a foundation.
Yes, absolutely. It's the same with our businesses. We are the foundation of our own businesses, right? So, yeah.
Got to stay strong.
So what are your plans for this week?
Sorry?
What are your plans for this week?
Well, I'm going through the training again and just refreshing myself. And then I bought a course that I'm going to do. And I just can't, I went from being a chronic reader when I was young to I can't get through a book anymore. And I don't know why that is, but audiobooks are different. So we'll go through them that way.
Yeah.
How about you, Jules? What are you doing?
Well, yes, I have a couple projects on my business that I'm working on. On Thursday, we have our meeting, right? And I'm preparing my little tutorial I'm still working on it.
We're
I'm
looking
excited
forward
for that.
to it.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. Yes, yes. And I'm as well going through the training, YouTube specifically. And yeah, I'm loving every step of it. Absolutely. And I'm also on the audiobooks. I bought a couple. And the thing is, you put those books and you can just, I don't know, it's incredible how time flies. I love
Yeah,
it.
Yes.
isn't
Yeah,
it though? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And Miss Renee.
Well, I kind of have a slight plan of work, just a little bit of work this week, because actually today I'm going to put up my Christmas tree.
She's not well.
And I'm getting ready for Christmas because if everything goes right and the border opens, I will
True.
be moving my office to Arizona next week for a few months.
Wow.
So I have to be prepared for Christmas because we will drive back for Christmas for the grandbabies. So I want to have everything ready. I've done all my Christmas shopping already.
Oh boy.
So now it's time to
go.
put up the tree and then I'm good.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, the Christmas shopping done is it's fabulous.
But that's
good.
the flexibility from working from home.
Yes.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies, you have a great week. And I can't wait to see your presentation on Thursday, Jules. We're
I know.
really
Yes,
looking forward to it.
Jules.
I'm looking forward to it myself. Yes.
Awesome.
Hey, have a great week. Thanks
Okay.
for
Bye,
tuning in.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.